But then I came back to Minneapolis. I only spent a year and a half in Berkeley, and I got homesick. And I came back, and I got to live in the first building that was designed specifically for people with disabilities. That's the term now, right? The politically correct term, which, by the way, folks, politically correct is an oxymoron in my book, especially in the politically charged situation we live in today. But I got to live in this first building, and I lived there for 3 years, and then we bought this first house thanks to Mary O'Hara, right? And I started my life back here. I moved back. I eventually got my teaching degree from the University of Minnesota. So I had a health education degree, right? That Dr. Hallen said, I want you to learn everything you possibly can about your disability, okay? And what I want you to get from, if nothing else, what I want you to get tonight, folks, is that you not only know about your disability, but that you become your own self-advocate. And many of you are. That's why you're here, right? That's exciting. I want you to know, folks, that the fact that this center has been going for 25 years. I went to the first one. I went in to see Walt Seibert in the building that was a storefront. They needed more space, so they knocked a hole in between the two buildings. Some of you that were there way back then, you remember what it was like, right? But that takes leadership that Walt and Mary and this John Walsh and David Hancock all have. David Hancock's, excuse me. That they've all shown. And what's happened is 25 years later, you guys are still doing it. But it started with, what did you say, 3 people? Yeah. That's so exciting to me. That, to me, folks, says it all. That things can get done. And this group, by the way, you people, I love that phrase. You people. I was in the hospital one time, another one of the times. I've had more things go wrong with me, and they just keep me alive, quite frankly. I'm a patient right now. I'm on a 4-hour leave. I have to go back to the hospital. Yeah. But I had to be here because David invited me. And I'm having a great time watching these awards go to the people that are doing things that in their own minds they might not seem that extraordinary, but they are. People with disabilities, right? You people. This guy was in the hospital. I was 26 years old. And this guy's secretary starts patting me on the forehead. Nice enough little blue-haired lady, you know. She's patting me on the forehead. She said, I think it's wonderful what you people can do. You people are such an inspiration. You people that can drive cars and own houses and have jobs. And it's wonderful to see you people in the community. And I sat there, folks, and I wanted to just... She was patronizing me. She was patronizing me, and I didn't care for her sympathy. I don't want anybody's sympathy because I can't walk. I would rather you respected me for all the things that I can do. And you know what's funny, folks, is that I know you people feel the same way. You ever been at anybody who works for the center? Okay, all right. And you ever been at the grocery store or you know, the clothing store, wherever you're out and about, and a neighbor or someone you know says, I think it's just wonderful what you do. You're such an inspiration to the rest of us because you work with those people, right? Yeah, you've been there. What he or she is really saying is, God, I couldn't do your job. And do your job for 25 years. What have we seen? 5 years, 10 years, 25. Wow. That's incredible. That's commitment. I started thinking about skills, about the things that have gone on. Perseverance. The attitudes, the idea, attitude. Hey, had Ed not listened, or had Ed listened to the people that told him he couldn't go to college, he not only was told by the Department of Rehab way back then that he couldn't go to school, Later, in 1975, after he'd started the Independent Living Center, the first ILC, Jerry Brown named him to head the Department of Rehab. Yeah, here's a guy, you know the story. Here's a guy that sleeps in an iron lung at night. And he's now the head of the Department of Rehab. How cool is that? It's way cool. Yeah. How cool is it that the Center for Independent Living in St. Paul has been around for 25 years? Way cool. Yeah. And it's not just about physical disabilities. That's what they call it, the center in Berkeley. PDSP, Physically Disabled Student Program. All right? That's how it started. One of my biggest complaints about the disability community is it's fragmented everywhere. We've all got our own issues. I understand that. We need that. We need the people in the deaf community to support people in the deaf community. We need Courage Center to help deal with physical problems. We need people to section or compartmentalize, if you will. And that's why I started Directability. I've listed in the program. Directability is trying to be a comprehensive program. MCIL is a comprehensive program. You can come and you can get a ramp. If you don't need a ramp, you can get services for whatever it is that you need. It didn't start out like that. But it's continuing to grow and to change and to develop, just like we're all developing. We're all changing. In my situation, folks, gravity's winning. Yeah, I have six-pack abs. They're right inside that cake. And the funny thing is, I don't know how they got in a cake because I've never had a beer. That's true. I don't like the taste. Everybody told me way back that you'll acquire the taste. Why? I've acquired a disability and I didn't care for that.